A man was traveling through the countryside when he happened upon a large farm. As he was passing by, he noticed a pig with a wooden leg. Intrigued, he knocked on the door of the farmhouse. An old farmer answered, "Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you have a pig with a wooden leg. How did that happen?" The farmer's eyes lit up. "Ah, that's an amazing pig. A few months ago, I was working in the field, and the tractor overturned, pinning me underneath. That pig heard my screams and managed to lift the tractor off me." The traveler was astounded. "That's incredible. But wait, how did the pig get the wooden leg?" The farmer continued. "A month after that incident, our house caught fire while we were asleep. That same pig broke down the back door, ran up the stairs, and dragged my entire family out. He saved all of our lives." "Wow," the man exclaimed. "That truly is an impressive pig. But you still haven't told me how he got the wooden leg." The farmer looked the traveler in the eye and said, "Well, when you have a pig that amazing, you wouldn't eat him all at once." A very wealthy lawyer in a small town is notorious for never giving money to any charity that comes his way. The local animal shelter knows he has a dog, and they think that this could be their way into his wallet. They go to his door and he answers, "What do you want?" One of the ladies replies, "Hello, we know that you never give to charity, but wouldn't you enjoy giving back to an organization that helps dogs much like your own?" The lawyer looks her dead in the eye and says, "Do you also know that both of my parents are suffering life-threatening illnesses and have medical bills several times their own income?" The lady, taken back, replies, "No, I thought—" He interrupts, "Did you also know my sister's husband left her and their 2 kids without a penny?" Still stuttering, she replies, "Oh my. And my brother lost his legs in an accident." At this point, the people from the shelter are dumbstruck and aren't saying a word. "So," he finishes, "if they don't get a cent, why would you expect to?" 3 men are sitting on a sunny beach in Jamaica, talking about how they all ended up there. The first man says, "I owned a superstore out in California, but business wasn't all that great. And one day there was a bad fire, and instead of rebuilding the store, I saved the insurance money and moved out here." The next man says, "I can relate. I had a jewelry store in the Midwest, but business went downhill and then we were robbed. So I collected the insurance and called it quits." "What about you?" he asks the third man. "Oh, I had a little fishery on the East Coast. One day a hurricane hit and I collected the insurance money as well. I had nothing left but the money, so I moved out here." The other 2 men look confused for a while, then ask him, "How in the world did you start a hurricane?" Peter Cooper loves to drink at the local bar, but his wife disapproves of this. But tonight he is at the bar again and extremely drunk. Way past midnight, he at last decides to get home, but as he tries to stand up, he immediately falls to the floor. He tries this a few more times, but each time he falls. People offer to help him, but Peter doesn't want to hear of it and says no each time. Finally, he ends up dragging himself home. As he sneaks into bed, his wife snores silently and doesn't wake up. He did it. But the next morning, Peter's wife is very angry. "Pete, you bloody worthless idiot, a no-good drunkard. You were at the bar last night drinking again, weren't you?" Peter is confused. He's sure that he didn't make a noise. "How the hell did you find out?" "How? I tell you how. The bar called. You left your wheelchair there." A police captain moved to a small town. Upon his arrival, the locals warned him there were no women in town. He was told that whenever he wanted to get laid, he should come near the river and wait for his turn. He never spoke about the issue with the men in town until a couple of months in the new job, the captain realized he could no longer wait. He rushed to the river and saw a long line of men and a donkey right at the end. He was the man of the law, so people stepped aside as the captain made his way to the front without waiting in line. As he walked, he took his clothes off, sweating, but making peace with the fact that the donkey was his last resort. He f***ed the donkey hard while everyone watched, taking his time and going as many times as he pleased. Once he was satisfied, he looked back and realized everyone was stunned. He then yelled, "I'm finished now, who's next?" Until one of the men waiting in line replied, "No, Captain, you got it wrong. The brothel is on the other side. We only used the donkey to cross the river.